Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, March 26th, and I'm Chris Allen with your 270 weather. Weather for the 270 area code and beyond. Good morning, everybody. Well, we're going to continue to watch what may happen for the weekend, especially Sunday. I've got the latest on that coming up in just a moment. But first, we check outside with the Plano Cam. Looking live. What happened to my Plano cam? Wait a minute. Let me go over here and fix this. Got moved. Oh, I see what happened. It got caught in the blinds and the blinds that are next to my window here, and it just kind of fell. I didn't realize that before I went on, obviously. But there you see. In Plano this morning, it's nice, it's clear. Temperatures pretty much in the 40s or a few 30s here and there. We'll check mesonet temperatures here in a moment, but all is looking good on this Wednesday morning. And it should be a very nice, beautiful day here in Southern Kentucky, kind of like yesterday was. All right, let's check the numbers from yesterday. And we had an official high at the Bowling Green Airport of 68, 5 degrees above the normal of 63. So, even though it wasn't 70s, it still felt good. It is going to be about like that today, maybe just a few degrees cooler. A low of 45, no precipitation for the past 24 hours. Here's a look at the radar. There's still some upper level energy, just weak stuff that is off to the north. Right there, as you see, north of Evansville, right along the Wabash River. No big deal. Any kind of additional moisture is going to bypass us altogether, and things look very quiet for us today. And really, um, not much worse than that for tomorrow until we get maybe into tomorrow afternoon with the first or the next disturbance coming in. Here's a look at the high resolution satellite, looking good. Just a few high drifting clouds up there where some of that light rain is around Vincennes, Indiana, right there on the Wabash River. But all that's moving away from us. And winds are fairly calm here this morning, which is a little different than what it has been, with the winds being a little crazy at times lately. But I'm not seeing that here this morning. All right, we go to the Kentucky Mesonet Network, and here at 7:04, just after 7 a.m., I almost started the show right at the top of the hour. But here are a look at the temperatures from the Kentucky Mesonet reporting stations all over the Commonwealth. You can see there are 30s, close to 40 here and there. Definitely upper 30s to low 40s, even mid to upper 40s back into Western Kentucky. The winds, as I mentioned, are fairly light to calm, and you can see they're light and variable. We've got wind direction arrows going all over the place. Not much of a breeze out there. As you can see, everything is near calm. So the winds today are not going to be all that bad. We will see mostly a northwest wind at about 5, maybe to 10 miles per hour today. So no problems with the wind today, which is certainly good news. All right, we go to the maps. High pressure in control. There's that little weak disturbance that's along the Wabash River. There's some fog associated with that this morning around the metropolitan Cincinnati area. But this high pressure is going to keep us nice and sunny today. There may be a few drifting clouds from time to time, kind of like what we saw yesterday. Here we go into the afternoon. Here's this evening. Here's overnight tonight. Now, the next disturbance starts to work its way in. This is the one that's going to affect us Thursday, mainly Thursday afternoon, with a chance of showers and maybe a thunderstorm. This is Thursday morning as it moves into the Ohio Valley, and then it starts to take a little turn toward the south and east. And by tomorrow afternoon and evening, it's settling right in across the area. Here we go into Friday. Pretty quiet on Friday. Only a slight chance of maybe a shower, but here's Saturday. This is the next disturbance with scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. Severe weather threat is not going to be all that evident with this one. We may have maybe a couple of strong storms, but it's Sunday in which we're looking at the real threat. And you see how big of an area that we've got. Now, the Nashville, or actually the Knoxville National Weather Service office is painted in this red area, but really it's going to be a red zone is going to be taking in a little bit more real estate and even back here where we are. But rain, wind, thunderstorms, damaging wind threat, large hail threat, and even, yes, a tornado threat uh, is possible. We get into Monday, the system starts to pull away. Still some rain left over Monday morning. And then as we get into Tuesday, look at this coverage. It's mostly light rain, but some leftover showers in wake of that system will still be in our forecast for the first day of April. Tuesday, April 1st. No fooling. April Fool's Day. You got it. Okay. You understood that. So, yeah. All right. Let's get to the severe weather threat. Here is the very latest. So today, nothing. Tomorrow, as I mentioned, this is just a very, very minimal, low end, you know, general thunderstorm threat. Your garden variety, nothing, a nothing burger kind of stuff. But there is a level 1 marginal risk from the Wabash River back towards St. Louis and much of central southern Missouri, or should say Illinois. Then it goes into Missouri. But that's for tomorrow, Thursday. Let's go into Friday. Again, this is a general thunderstorm threat, a low end, not a big deal, just scattered showers, garden variety thunderstorms. Here's Saturday, the Saturday threat, or actually Sunday threat. Saturday, did I skip over that? Let me see. Yeah, I did. Sorry. There's Saturday. Saturday's actually going to be, there's going to be some showers and maybe a few thunderstorms, but as you can see, there's no real severe weather threat around here. That it's Sunday that we're still looking at the entire state of Kentucky and a rather large area that is going to be under the risk. And this is at least a level 2 risk, which would be slight risk. But as we get into the next couple of days, you'll start to see this better defined with maybe a level 3 enhanced, possibly even a level 4 moderate risk, which will outline those areas that are at highest risk for tornadoes. We're not seeing that right now, but as I alluded to last night, if you were watching me on News 40 at 10, an area back into western Kentucky, West Tennessee, parts of Arkansas, the Missouri Boot Heel, southern Illinois, up to about Indianapolis, kind of in this area back here, I think is where the highest risk is going to be because the low pressure system is going to, uh, right now, it looks like it's on track to move right through St. Louis, and there's a low level jet that is going to eject some low level energy right into this area, west of Bowling Green, Western Kentucky. And I think that, unfortunately, is where the highest tornado risk is going to set up. That's not a for sure thing, but it is something that uh, the models, and even now they're using some AI to be involved in this. AI can take some of the information from decades ago, put it together very quickly, faster than we can, or some of our latter day computers can do. It's much faster, and it's putting together this information, and it's trying to paint in an area now that looks to be back into Western Kentucky, Southern Indiana, Illinois, Boot Hill, Missouri, Arkansas, West Tennessee. So that's where we're looking right now. And by tomorrow, let's see, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yeah, by tomorrow we'll have a little bit better definition on what we're looking at with that system. So we just got to give it a little bit longer, and everything will be much well more defined. Okay. And I want to show you this because many of you already have seen this, but I wanted to show it to you because um, let me see if I'm on the wrong page. Let me get to my page. I have a little bit of an announcement. If you have not heard, um, I became a great grandfather last night, and let me show you. There he is, little little Keith Allen Stringer, 7 pounds, 5.5 ounces or so. Um, but I mean, he's beautiful. I got to hold him last night before the 10 o'clock newscast. My granddaughter Mackenzie and her husband Ben, congratulations to them. And I'm I'm a great grandfather. When did that happen? How did it? Oh, wait. Okay, I know how it happened. When did that? But isn't he cute? Look at that. I think he kind of looks like me. He's got the handsome, good looks and the eyes, and you know, yeah, he's gonna be a good kid. I got a feeling. Keith Allen, yes, you get the obvious there. His middle name Allen, Keith Allen Stringer. So, yeah, I'm not proud. I'm not proud. Okay, here's a look at the 7-day forecast before we go. 65 and sunny today. Good day. 70 tomorrow. A few showers in the afternoon. 78, close to 80 Friday. Maybe a shower late in the day or early Friday morning, actually. Saturday, there could be a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, but again, the day to pay attention to is Sunday. We get close to 80. It's going to be very windy. The setup here, moisture, lift, dynamics of the wind, everything will be there. All the ingredients necessary for something to pop here. We'll define it better in the coming days. Then we drop all the way into the upper 50s. Look at that, a 20-degree drop in temperature from Sunday to Monday, some leftover showers, and then Tuesday we go back to 62. All right. That will do it for this edition of 270 Weather, powered by News 40 WNKY, because local matters. And I will be there tonight at 5, 6, and 10, as I always am, with the latest on your weather, and possibly a more defined update on the severe weather threat for Sunday. In the meantime, God bless you. Thank you for watching on this little Friday. God bless.